Hi friends, welcome to your practice. My name's Sophie and today we're doing a stress relief class kind of focused on the shoulders and neck area. I'm going to use a block for a couple things today. If you have a block, grab it. If you don't have one, use a pillow or a blanket, just kind of something to prop yourself up. And we're going to start laying down in supported bridge. So first you'll have your prop next to you, then you'll lay on down, bend your knees, and we'll lift the hips up into bridge and slide your prop underneath your sacrum. So it's going to be like right below the lower back, but above the tailbone area, just resting on that bony structure of your hips. Let your arms rest down by your sides. Notice if your chin is in your neck, can you free up some space there? Or alternatively, maybe your chin is too high up and you're looking far up, then bring it in a little bit. Let the back of the head rest on the ground. And let the weight of your hips drop into the prop. With every exhale, feel your hips drop down. If you want, you can take your feet a little wider and do little mini windshield wipers. Just let one knee drop in and then come back up, and the other knee drops in and comes back up. This might feel really good on your low back and hips. And if it doesn't feel good, then just stay in stillness. Bring your awareness to your breath as you're here, and whether you're in movement or stillness. Awareness to the inhales and the exhales. Let your breath be as natural as waves crashing in the ocean, coming and going. Each one different. It doesn't have to be perfect. We're not striving for anything besides being aware of our breath. Find stillness if you're not already there. Press your feet into the ground. Knit your ribs in so that you're kind of engaging your abdomen as you lift your hips up and move your prop out of the way, and then slowly lower your hips to the ground. Now take your arms into a cactus, windshield wiper your legs. Now kind of bigger windshield wipers than before. All the way over, side to side. The feet are as wide as the mat or even wider. Soften the muscles of the face. And then bring the knees up, hug them into your chest. Whether your knees are wide or together is fine. Rock side to side. And we'll make our way into tabletop. So you can rock up into table or you can roll to one side. Press yourself up as we come to the hands and knees. And turn the hands around so the fingers face your knees. Walk your hands in closer to your knees. Tuck your toes and either stay still or shift front to back. Shifting the weight into your balls of your feet and the tips of the toes. And then turn the hands around so the fingers face forward. Downward facing dog. Lift the hips up. Take your feet as wide as the mat for this first one. And just start to bend the knees and move around. And let your head hang heavy, or maybe shake out the head. And walk your hands now to the back of the mat. The feet are wide. Let your upper body hang down. Feel the stretch in the backs of the legs. Maybe you even grab onto your ankles. Slight bend of the knees. And again, no effort in the neck, so really release the weight of the head down. Then take your hands behind your low back and interlace your hands. See if you can straighten out your arms a little bit more and let the arms come up and over your head a little bit more. Weight shifts into the toes. Option to bend your left knee and turn open to the right. So open your right side of your chest to the right side of the room. Breaths are nice and deep and slow. And switch if you did that. Right knee bends, turn to the left. Come back to center, release the hands down. Walk your hands back out to down dog. And then set your knees down on the ground. Grab your block or your pillow and you're going to put it in between. You're going to sit back on your heels like so. You're going to put it in between your feet. So you're sitting down on that prop. Now sit tall and lengthen the spine and drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Notice if the right shoulder starts to hike up. Can you soften the right shoulder down and feel that space all along the front and side of the neck? As if you're breathing into that space. Slowly bring the head back to center, really slow. Just take a moment to recalibrate. And then we'll slowly go to the other side. Just observe the sensations. We're expanding into that space. You can kind of visualize the right side of your neck as like hot bread, steaming bread, that as you open it up, all of those tendons and muscles begin to stretch a little bit and release the steam, release that heat. And bring your head back to center. Bring your chin down to your chest. Can you feel tension more in one side of the back of the neck versus the other? Now keeping your chin down, tilt your right ear towards your right shoulder. Bring your chin back down. And then tilt the left ear to the left shoulder. Bring your chin back down. Bring your head up. Take your arms out wide. Now, if this seat is becoming uncomfortable, sit cross-legged. Take the arms wide and then up to the sky. Interlace the hands and flip the palms up. Keep your thumbs and pinky fingers together. Good. Take an inhale and get a little taller. And as you exhale, round the spine. Stay here. As if you're turning a steering wheel, turn to the right. Bring your chin down a little bit. And then press your hands forward so that your whole shoulder girdle moves forward. We're creating expansion on the upper back and protracting the shoulder blades, moving them apart from one another. Now bring your steering wheel back to center and then steer to the left. So it's just a little movement. Chin is down, press the arms forward, but a big stretch. A little movement, big stretch. Come back to center. Reach the arms up. And then bring your right hand down and left arm up and over for a side bend. On your next inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, left arm down, right arm up and over. Bring both arms up, inhale. Exhale, release your arms down. Take a couple shoulder rolls backwards. And then we'll come back into table. You can move your prop out of the way. And plant down through your left hand and lift your right arm up. Weave your right arm through to the left and extend your left fingertips forward. So walk your fingertips forward to extend your left arm. Option 2, straighten out through your left leg. Keep the left toes tucked. If you feel like you're going to fall over and it's not comfortable, then don't do it. You can set your left knee back down, plant your left hand back down, lift your right arm up and set it down on the ground. Left arm reaches up. Inhale, exhale, weave it through to the right. Set your left shoulder down, crawl your right fingertips forward. Option 2, extend your right leg back. Right toes are tucked. Set your right knee back down. Plant down through your right hand. Lift your left arm up. Inhale, exhale, put your left hand down, and then walk your hands forward. Either stay on your palms or your fingertips for puppy pose. So I'm often a fan of doing the fingertips. It just feels like a little bit deeper to me. But then focus on like knitting the ribs in or drawing the belly button in towards the spine. And when you do that, even though you're not dumping the belly as much, you might feel more sensation in the upper back and shoulders. Two more breaths. Bring your hands back underneath your shoulders into tabletop and round the spine into cat pose. Pause here in cat. Maybe you find a little movement, a little bit of wiggling side to side. And then come into cow, arching your back, lifting up your chest. And then come into a neutral spine. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Walk your feet up to your hands. Lift up halfway, put your hands on your shins. Shoulders back and down. Shift your weight into your toes. Keep your chin kind of down so you're looking at the front of your mat. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, stand and reach your arms all the way up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart and bring your arms down by your sides. Again, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Lift up halfway. Step your right leg back into low lunge. Put your back knee down onto the ground. And walk your left hand over to the left and reach your right arm up and over to the left. So it's a side bend. If you feel like it's a little too much, you might put your hand on a block or your pillow. I like to have my hand on a prop for this one. And then work to square your torso forward. So can you get your chest facing forward evenly? Now we'll reach both arms up. And then take the left arm back behind into an open arm twist. Put your right hand now on your outer left thigh and use that as leverage to twist you a little deeper. And if you want, you can put your left hand on your lower back. Maybe you shift your hips forward a little bit more. On each exhale, you twist a little bit more. Shoulders are down away from your ears. And then we open the left arm back behind, the right arm straight forward, and then bring both arms up. Inhale, Exhale, hands down to the ground. Lift your back knee and straighten out your left leg. Step your back foot up and in for pyramid. So it's just a couple inches forward, heel is down. Lengthen your spine and fold over your left leg. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Once more. Inhale. Exhale. And step your feet to the front of the mat. Halfway lift and fold. Notice the difference between the legs now. Lift up halfway. Step your left leg all the way back to low lunge. Put your left knee down. We're going to walk the right hand over to the right. Maybe put your block under there. Left arm up and over to the right. So it's a side bend. Draw the right hip back. Spread the toes on your right foot. It doesn't matter if your back toes are tucked or untucked. Reach both arms up. And then take your right arm back as you twist to the right. Then take your left hand and bring it on the outer right thigh. An option to put your right hand on your lower back. Lift and lengthen and twist a little deeper as your hips go forward. So a lot happening. Shoulders away from the ears in this pose. Reach your right arm back, left arm forward, both arms up. Inhale, exhale, hands down. Lift your back knee, step your back foot up and in for pyramid pose. Inhale, lengthen, draw your right hip back. Exhale, fold over right leg. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, exhale, fold. Look forward, step your feet together at the front of the mat. Bend your knees so you're all the way down, sit into a low squat. Now bring your heels up and bring your forehead towards your knees so you're kind of just rounding into a little ball. We're stretching the back of the body. Great, then set your knees down onto the ground. And we're going to stand on the knees, setting up for camel pose. Let's interlace the hands, do it the opposite way, the way that feels not natural. Keep your toes tucked. And then reach your arms as far back as you can. Press your hips forward as you lean back just a bit. Don't overdo it here. It's just a little back bend. Well, it's a big back bend, but we're not doing our maximum here. Your core is engaged, your hips are pressing forward, chest is back, and then rise on up. Reach your arms up and sit back on your heels, toes pose, and cactus your arms. Toes are tucked, arms are in cactus. And then bring your fingertips behind your head. And actually interlace your hands behind your neck here. Good. So if you put your pinky fingers right at the base of the skull, you can kind of lift up and create a bit of traction on your neck. And then back bend. Open the elbows wide as you're bending back, gazing up. Rise back up, reach your arms up and release them down. Come off of the toes and come into a seat. Take your legs straight out in front of you. Bring your hands behind you, shake out your legs. And then flex your feet and straighten the legs and sit tall. Then put a slight bend to the knees so that your low back can lengthen more and you can sit taller. Walk your hands forward Grab onto your shins or ankles or feet, wherever it's comfortable, and fold. We're going to take several deep breaths here, so try to soften and relax into this, even if it's uncomfortable. Can you keep reaching forward with your chest? Maybe your legs straighten out all the way if you can maintain a long spine. And let your head relax completely. Slowly rise back up. Come into a comfortable seat, or alternatively, you can lay on your back for Shavasana. Because this is a quick class, we will do a short meditation, and then you're always welcome to stay longer. You can sit on your prop, as I'm doing here. And then once you find where you want to be, close your eyes. Soften the eyelids. Soften the ears. And slow down your breath, especially the exhale. How slow, how long can you make that exhale? With every exhale, letting go of something that doesn't serve us right now. Fear or judgment. Jealousy or anger. Let it dissolve like dust. Let the dust just be taken away by the wind. Just for this moment, unburden yourself. Just for this moment, exist in cosmic awareness. Exist in the bigger picture. And let each breath be filled with awareness, with love. You don't have to try so hard. Just let go. And in that letting go, we find ourselves. Let your breath be really natural now. You can let go of that practice of lengthening and just let it flow in and out without control. And where in your body are you still holding? Even if it's just a little in the belly, perhaps in the shoulders, the neck, the jaw, the forehead. Soften yourself like butter. And take an inhale. Open mouth, exhale. And bring your palms together at your heart into prayer. And we'll bow together in gratitude for this practice. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I hope you enjoyed the class. Let me know in the comments below when you get a chance, and if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, and I can't wait to continue practicing with you. See you next time.